Okay, so let us begin. So in the last class, what we did is we see a method, we see a elimination process where we use a sequence of elementary Hermitian matrices, all of them of size n cross n, and when you multiply them with A in that order, you get an upper triangular matrix. But again, in the theorem, when we prove, we have seen that at some point, by the way we compute the elementary Hermitian matrix, after the first step, we are going to have Hermitian matrices of smaller size, and we will add an extra identity matrix on the top corner to make it as an n cross n matrix, right? So this is what we have seen. So today we are going to start with an example where we are going to convert a given 3 cross 3 matrix A into an upper triangular matrix. So let me start with this A, B, 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1. Okay, so we have a matrix like this. So it's not clear. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 2 and 1, 0, 1. Okay, so we have a matrix like this. Right. So you want to convert this matrix into an upper triangular matrix U by finding two elementary Hermitian matrices. The first step is this, right? So you take A1, which is the first column, 1, 2, 2, right? So that is the first column. And once you get the column, you look for the equation, right? The true norm of the first column is absolute value of C1, right? So the constant C1 is given by absolute value of C1 is equal to 2 norm of A1. So 2 norm of A1, you can always compute 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square and square root of that. And so 2 norm of A1 is 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square added together and take the square root. So that's obviously 3. So you get plus or minus 3, right? So now you have to choose whether you have to pick plus or minus. So the idea to choose plus or minus is to see which C or which sign maximizes the norm x minus y, right? So here okay, so the 2 norm of A1 minus C E1, right, is basically 1 minus C1 squared plus 2 squared plus 2 squared and then square root of that. Right, so 1 minus C1 E1 2 norm is 1 minus C1 squared plus 2 squared plus 2 squared. Right, so clearly this is maximized when C1 is equal to minus 3. Right, so obviously you can take C1 is equal to minus 3. Okay, so once you pick C1, then what you do is you take what is omega. Omega is A1 minus C1 E1 divided by 2 norm of that. So 2 norm of that is 4 squared plus 4 squared plus 2 squared plus 2 squared, right? So you can do the computation. So it's 4 squared plus 2 squared plus 2 squared is 4, 8 and 16. So 24, 2 root 6. And so this is going to be 1 over 2 square root of 6 times A1 minus C1 is 4, 2, 2. So that is going to be 1 over square root of 6 times 2, 1, 1. This will be your omega 1. And so remember, first step, you find omega 1. So this is going to be your omega 1. Right, so then clearly you know that your H omega 1 times A1 is equal to C1 times E1, right? So that is according to the theory we studied. So we don't need to compute it again. We can just straight away write it as H omega 1 A1 is equal to negative 3, 0, 0. Right? Because H omega times A is equal to C1 times E1. So that's obvious. So now you have to do, so you converted this, but at the same time when you multiply H omega with A, you know that the following rows A2 and A3 also converted into some new rows. So you have to do the computation again. So now what you have to do is to right. So when you multiply H omega 1 with A2, you get I minus 2 omega Hermitian for H omega 1, right? So omega 1. And so H omega 1 is A2 minus 2 omega 1 Hermitian times A2 is a constant. So you can move anywhere you like within the multiplication. So you move it in front. and then omega 1 is left. So now what you can do is you can do this computation. And so here you can easily see that A2 is this, right? Second row 0, 1, 2 minus 2 times omega Hermitian A2, right? Omega 1 Hermitian is this, and 1 upon square root of 6 into 2, 1, 1, right? Multiplied by A2, right? A2 is 0, 1, 2, and you multiply this with 1 upon square root of 6 times omega 1, which is 2 here, 2, 1, 1. Right, so you multiply. Oh, that's not clear, so I am writing it again. Okay, so you have to get this h omega 1. A2 is A2, that is 0, 1, 2, right? And then minus 2 times omega 1 Hermitian square root of 6 of 2, 1, 1 multiplied by A2, that is 0, 1, 2 multiplied by omega 1, that's 2, 1, 1. Okay, so this is the multiplication you have h omega 1 A2. Right. So when you multiply these together, you can see that what you have is 0, 1, 2, right, minus 2 over 6, square root of 6 times square root of 6 is 6, 2 there, and when you multiply these two together, 2 times 0 plus 1 times 1 plus 1 times 2, right? So if you combine all of them, you get 3. And then you have 2, 1, 1. Right? So this is 1. Right? 2 times 3 over 6 is 1. So you basically subtract 0, 2, 1, 1 from 0, 1, 2. Right? So you subtract that. When you subtract that, you obviously get minus 2, 0, 2 minus 1 is 1. So similarly, you can compute h omega 2 times h omega 1 times A3. Right? So that is the second row, or third row rather. Right, so when you multiply h omega 1 by A3, right, then you get I minus 2 omega 1 Hermitian times A3. So when you multiply it, you get A3 minus 2 omega 1 Hermitian A3 times omega 1. So here again, you can write down the values here and compute. Right, so A3 is 101 minus 2 times 1 upon square root of 6 of 211 multiplied by, hello sir, ah, ah, இல்ல சார் நான் அப்படி சொல்லல சார். நான் ஆங்கர் மாதிரி ஆங்கர் அத கதை கேட்க சார். நான் எங்க டியோ ஏதோ பிரச்சனை சொல்ல வரேன். மேத்தமெட்டிக்ஸ் நான் அதை பார்க்கல பாதிக்கவில்லை எனக்கு தெரியாது. மாறதை தான் கேட்கிறோம். சரி ஓகே ஓகேயா. சரி சரியா ஓகே ஓகே நான் சரி. Okay, so this is 1 over square root of 6 2 times 1 times 1 and A3 is 101. 101 and omega 1 is equal to again 1 over square root of 6 101. Right, so now you multiply this together and simplify. Right, so when you multiply again, this is 2 over 6, and then when you multiply, you get 2 plus 1 is 3, and then you get 101. Sorry, this is 211. A3, no? A3 omega. That is 211. Okay, so that is 6 over 6. So 1. So 100 minus 211. So if you simplify this, you can get minus 1 and 0. Okay, so minus 1 and 0. Right, so we have computed h omega 1 a1, right, that is here, and h omega 1 a2 here, and h omega 1 a3 here. So if you combine all three, you get the first step completed. Okay, so you get h omega 1 a is h omega 1 a1 first column, h omega 1 a2 second column, and h omega 1 a3 third column. So we have already computed that. This is minus 300, and this is minus 201, and then the other one is minus 10. So we have completed the first step, right? So on the first column, we make sure that we have 0 below the diagonal on the first column when we multiply by the first elementary Hermitian matrix. So now comes the second step. You notice that in the second step, right? So we only consider this matrix. Right? So this will be our matrix B1. Right? So we take so it's equal to 0, 1, minus 1, 0. So we name this as B11, B21, simply B1 and B2. Right, so we take that matrix after getting rid of the first row and the first column. we get a submatrix, right? And that submatrix is 0, 1, minus 1, 0, right? And we want to do the same kind of process for the matrix B1 first. And so that is what we do in the theory. So we will do the same thing here. So our B1, the first column is 1, comma 0, right? So 0, comma 1. Right. So we will do all the process from beginning again. And so we have to find the 2 norm of B1 and then right. So right. So at the second step, you have first have to find the constant C2, that is norm of B1 2 norm. Right. So that's 0 square plus 1 square squared. So that's clearly plus or minus 1. Now the question is whether you want to pick plus 1 or minus 1 again. Right. So here, so we do the same process, right? So B1 is 0, 1. So B1 minus C2 E1 here. Right, so that is two column vector with 2 components. So that's 0 minus E1 squared plus 1 squared. Right, so then but here if you pick plus 1 or minus 1, it does not matter because both plus 1 and minus 1 will give the same maximum. And for this problem, in this case, you can see that if you pick plus 1 also, you get maximum, and the same value can be obtained even if you pick minus, because eventually here you have C2 squared plus 1 squared. So C2 squared is 1 irrespective of whether C2 is plus or minus 1. So then there is no issues with the sign here. So you can choose any sign you like. Right? So we will choose minus 1 here. And so there is no problem in choosing plus 1 and minus 1. So here we will choose minus 1, right? So even if you choose plus 1, it is not wrong, but all you have to do is you have to do all the computations by using plus 1, right? So if I choose minus 1, I have to do all the computations by using minus 1, right? So that is the idea here, right? So then obviously I have to choose my omega 2. But notice that my B1 is of size 2, right? 2 element column. But my original problem has a 3 cross 3 matrix. So the omega I am going to choose here is not the omega I want, right? So first I will choose B. because it is 2, I will choose V2. And so that is and so that's 1 over square root of 2 times 0 minus 1 plus 1. So I will get B1 minus C2 E1 is B1 minus, so 0 minus Z2, that is plus 1, and 1 minus 0, that is 1. So I have 1 over square root of 2 times 1 and 1. Right. So now what I have to do is 2, but my V2 is 2 cross 2 matrix. But remember, I want to have a Hermitian matrix, elementary Hermitian matrix of size 3 cross 3. Right? So I have C2 of HV2 as a 2 cross 2 matrix. So basically I want to expand this and get a big matrix. Right? So you have to choose an H omega 2 which should be a 3 cross 3 matrix. Right? So here you know that you have to make blocks. Right? So here you put HV2. So that is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So you have to make it as a 3 cross 3 matrix. So you have to put one extra 1 here. And then you put 0, 0, 0, 0 here. Right? So if you choose H omega 2 like this, then this is clearly it's a 3 cross 3 matrix. So now what you can do is you can find H omega 2 times H omega 1 times A. This is 1. So I can make 0, 0, HV2, and then 0, 0. And then I have minus 3, 0, 0, minus 2, minus 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 0. Right, so when you multiply H omega 1 A times H omega 1 in front and then H omega 2 in front, then I have a multiplication of two block matrices. My H omega 2 is this and H omega 1A is this, right? So then I can multiply. So we did the same thing in theory also. You notice that this does not change anything on the 3 blocks. So this is how this matrix is multiplied in blocks, right? So when you multiply this into this doesn't make any change, and then this block or this block into this time this, right? So that is how you do that. We did that in the theory as well. So now basically you want to get this multiplication, right? So this is same as HV2 times B1 and HV2 times B2. So right? So it's B2 times B1, right? Or that is simply it's B2 times 0, 1. Right? But according to this theory, it should be C2 times E1. So that's going to be -1 and 0. Okay. So now the next part, you have to compute right? So when you multiply each B2 times B2, right, as we did earlier, what we have is B2 minus 2, B2 Hermitian B2 times B2, right? So you can compute this. Your B2 is this, right, -1, 0, minus 2 times V2 Hermitian. So V2 Hermitian is 1 upon square root of 2 times 1, 1. And V2 is -1, 0 times 1 upon square root of 2 times V2 is 1, 1. Right? So this is how you substitute, right? B2 minus 2 times B2 Hermitian times B2 times V2. Okay, so that gives you -1, 0 minus 2 times square root of 2, square root of 2, so 2 over 2, right? This multiplied by this is -1, and then 1 comma 1. So this is basically, right, -1 plus 1, right? So -1 and 2 over 2 cancel, 1 -1 times -1 is plus. So -1 plus 1 is 0, and 0 plus 1 is 1. This is what you get here. So clearly, when you do the further multiplication, right? So when you multiply, right? So when you multiply, these are unchanged, right? If you look at this, these are unchanged. Only this part is what changing here. So here is 2 times B1, you get -1, 0. And then H2 times B2 is 1, 0, 1. So clearly this is an upper triangular matrix. So this is how you reduce a matrix A into an upper triangular matrix by multiplying elementary Hermitian matrices in that order. Okay, So if you want to solve the system, then you can do the same process on the right hand side vector as well, and you can always solve the system. So I'm going to write that as a remark here. Okay, so if you want to solve a system of the form ax equal to b, right, then what you have to do is you have to multiply by the elementary Hermitian matrices on both sides, right? So if you multiply by the elementary Hermitian matrices on both sides, then you get h omega 1 multiplied with ax, and then you multiply h omega 1 with b, right? And then next step you multiply by h omega 2 with this, at the same time you multiply with b. So then if you continue doing this, at the end of the multiplications of n minus 1 elementary Hermitian matrices, you get an upper triangular matrix, and x is equal to some new column vector C. Right? So that column vector is it's called the upper triangular system, right? So this can be solved. And that can be solved by using back substitution, right? So we will see an example again on how we can solve the system. So we will use the same A 1 2 2 0 1 2 1 0 1. Right, so let us consider the system Ax equal to B of the form, right, this. Right, so you remember you have chosen omega 1 is 1 upon square root of 6 to 1 1, right? And then you choose V2 as 1 upon square root of 2 times 1 comma 1, right? But you know that V2 is not enough, you have to get omega 2. And so then clearly you know how you get omega 2 is you put an extra 0 on the top. That's turned out to be 1 upon square root of 2, 0, 1, 1. Right? So this is what you have. So then what you have to do is to here this part you already did, right? And this is what you get. This is your upper triangular matrix, right? So h omega 2 times h omega 1 times a. This is what you get, right? The upper triangular matrix. So now you have to do only this part, right? So first you have to multiply h omega 1 and b, and then with that answer you have to multiply with h omega 2 and b. So right, so b minus 2 times right, so this is 2 times omega 1 Hermitian b times omega 1, right? So you can substitute the values here, so that is going to be 2, 3, 5 minus 2, 1 upon square root of 6, 2, 1, 1, and 2, 3, 5, and 1 upon square root of 6 of 2, 1, 1. Okay, so this is your h omega 1 times b. So you can simplify this, right? So this is 2 over 6. Okay, so when you do the multiplication of columns, you have 2, 3, 5 minus 2 over 6 into 2 into 2, 4, 7, 12. Right, so 2 into 2, 4 plus 3 plus 5. So 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 5 is 12. Right, so time 2, 1, 1. And that is clearly 2, 2, 4. Right, so 2 minus 8 minus 6, 3 minus 4 is minus 1, 5 minus 4, 5 minus 4. Right, so 2 minus 8 is minus 6, 3 minus 4 is minus 1, and 5 minus 4 is 1. And then you compute this h omega 2 times h omega 1 times b. So that is, so let me name this as d1. So that is d1 minus 2 omega 2 d1 times omega 2. Okay, so that is going to be minus 6 minus 1 1 minus 2 times omega 2 Hermitian is 1 upon square root of 2 times 0 1 1 right? And then the V1 is this minus 6 minus 1 1 times 1 upon square root of 2 into 0 1 1. So in this case you get minus 6 minus 1 1 minus 2 over 2 times 0 minus 6 0, right? 1 minus 1 is minus 1 plus 1 is 0, right? Times 0 1. So this is clearly, this side is 0, right? So you get minus 6 minus 1 okay. So when you multiply the right hand side vector B, which is 2 3 5, by h omega 1 first and then h omega 2 next, right? So when you multiply them in that order, right? So you get a vector which is minus 6 1 minus 1. So that is the system, right? So you may want to solve the system by using back substitution, right? So this is your u, right? So you know that. So your u times x1, x2, x3 is equal to minus 6 minus 1 1, right? Because a times h omega 1 in front and then h omega 2 in front of that, you get u upper triangular matrix, and then right hand side vector you multiply by h omega 1 first and then h omega 2 next, so you get this right hand side vector. So now you can solve this by using back substitution. Last equation gives you x3 is 1. The equation before that gives you x2 is 1. And then if x1 and x2 are 1, then from the first equation you can get x1 is 1. Right? So from this you can get x3 is 1, x2 is 1, and x1 is 1. Okay, so then 1 comma 1 comma 1 is the solution. So this is how you solve a system of linear equation by using elementary Hermitian matrices. Okay. So these are the two elimination methods which we are going to study here. Right? The first two elimination methods which we are going to study here. Okay. So next what we are going to do is in the next class we are going to talk about some kind of a error analysis in these matrix computation, right? So far what we did is we just do computation, right? Very first class we do multiply by elementary lower triangular matrices and get an upper triangular matrix, and in the next elimination method we multiply by elementary lower triangular matrix and elementary permutation matrices, and then we get an upper triangular matrix. Here we multiply by elementary Hermitian matrices and then we compute the upper triangular or divide an upper triangular matrix and solve the system. So we have studied basically three different elimination methods. One is Gaussian elimination, one is Gaussian elimination with pivoting, and now Gauss elimination by using elementary Hermitian matrices. So in the next section, what we are going to do is we are going to see how we can estimate the errors in the computations we have, right? So that we will see in the next class. So I will stop here and I will see you again on Monday class.